Hi everyone, and welcome to Sustain Life Journal Yoga. Today's Hatha yoga class will be focused on our back, but it will be a full body yoga flow. You can go ahead and get started in Balasana pose with your feet together and your knees spread out wide, gently resting your forehead on your mat or a block or a pillow, and extending your hands out towards the front of your mat. Throughout today's yoga class, I'll be using a mixture of English and Sanskrit to describe the yoga poses, the yoga asanas. I encourage you to keep your attention on your inhales and exhales and just remain in the present moment. You can slowly begin to press up onto your hands and knees and remove any props you may have. Begin to extend your right foot out behind you, coming onto the tops of your toes and shifting forward and back, just stretching out our leg and warming up our body. Begin to lift your right foot up behind you and then bend at the knee, and we'll start to draw our right knee in toward our nose, and then on your exhale, lift your right foot and chin towards the sky. Inhale, draw everything together, and on your exhale, lift your foot and chin. Inhale, drawing in, and exhale, expanding. Begin to lower your right knee, and then we'll move over onto our left side. Begin to extend your left foot behind you, shifting forward and back on your hands and foot. And then when you're ready, you can lift your left foot up behind you, bending your knee, and we'll flow through those same Bithilasana and Marjalasana variations, drawing your knee in and then allowing it to rise behind you, and just falling into your own pace and rhythm. When you feel all evened out, you can return both knees onto your mat, and we'll move into a heart-opening pose. So allow your chest to come down onto the earth and your hands to spread out in front of you. So it's almost like a lifted Balasana pose. You can rest your forehead or your chest down, just opening up our shoulders and our upper back. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Slowly and mindfully begin to peel your forehead off of the mat, walking your hands back towards your body, coming to sit on your heels. Taking a deep inhale through your nose, lifting your hands up over your head, and then on your exhale, allow your left hand to come to your right knee, your right hand to prop behind you to deepen this twist. Continue breathing. And then on your next exhale, you can lift your hands back up over your head. And then we'll twist over to our left side, allowing our right hand to come to our left knee and gently looking behind us. On your next exhale, you can begin to release this twist, and then we'll make our way into a tabletop position, stacking our shoulders over our wrists and hips over our knees. And we'll flow through a more traditional Betilasana and Marjalasana. So drawing your belly button in, tucking your chin in, and then on your exhale, allow your belly to fall towards the earth, chin towards sky. And then we'll flow through these two poses at your own pace, following the rhythm of your breath, and even adding in organic movements, maybe doing some kind of jump rope moves with your back, just feeling into any tight spots. Begin to tuck your toes, and then we'll lift our hips, coming into our downward facing dog. So we're pressing into our hands, allowing our chest to come toward our knees, maybe taking a generous bend in your knees. And then slowly, like you're tiptoeing through honey, we'll walk our feet towards our hands, coming into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Just allowing the crown of our head to come towards the earth, taking a generous bend in our knees to protect our back and our hamstrings, and just allowing all of the stress and worry that we may be carrying to roll off our back. Take a deep inhale through your nose, lifting halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, bringing your hands to your shins or out in front of you. And then forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, lifting your hands up over your head, Tadasana. And on your exhale, you can allow your right hand to come behind you, left hand in front of you, twisting over to your right side. On your exhale, allow your hands to come back over your head, and then we'll twist over to the left side, keeping our hips face towards the front, and we'll rise our hands up over our head, and then gently allow our hands to come to our lower back, coming in to a slight back bend. Slowly release the back bend, eventually making your way into Uttanasana, our forward fold. Begin to deepen the bend in your knees. Plant your hands on your mat, stepping back into a plank pose, and then eventually shifting your hips into our downward facing dog. And once again, we will slowly tiptoe our feet towards our hands, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, raise your hands back up over your head. On your exhale, allow your right hand to slide down your right leg, reaching over with your left fingertips, drawing your belly button in. Taking a deep inhale through your nose. On your exhale, reaching your hands back up over your head, and then going to our left side. really reaching over with your right fingertips. On your exhale, reach your hands back up over your head, and then slowly make your way into a slight back bend, maybe going a little bit deeper than before. You can hold there for an extra breath or make your way into an Uttanasana forward fold. In this one, I encourage you to toe heel your feet apart just to create a little bit more space, maybe swaying side to side and just taking a few breaths in this pose. Allowing any tension we've created in our back to release. Begin to plant your hands on the mat, stepping your feet back to the back of your mat. You can allow your knees to come onto the earth and slowly allow your chest to come down onto your mat, tucking your elbows in towards your body. And then we'll allow the palms of our hands to come to our sides, parallel with our shoulders, and gently press up, opening up the front side of your body. And on your exhale, you can release down onto the mat, extending your arms beside you and bringing your right cheek to the mat. We'll place our hands underneath our shoulders once again, or slightly in front of our shoulders, pressing up, just opening up our chest, using the strength of our core. And then on your exhale, you can release your left cheek onto the mat, and then we'll bend our knees, swaying our feet side to side to release any tension in our lower back. And then when you're ready, we'll eventually flip over onto our back, laying on our back. Then we'll begin to draw our left knee in towards our chest, extending our right leg out straight, and then eventually allowing our right knee to come over, crossing our body, getting a bit of a supine twist. You can gently rest your left hand on your knee to deepen the pose, but only going to where it feels good. If you feel any kind of tight pinches, it means you've gone way too far, so try to ease out of it. Begin to unravel out of this pose, and we'll start to draw our left knee into our chest, extending our right leg out on the mat, and then we'll slowly begin to twist over to our right side. Again, keeping your attention on your inhales and exhales. It's really easy to stop breathing normally when we're in a twist, but it's important to keep that going. We'll begin to release this twist, and using the strength of our core, drawing our knees in toward our chest, giving ourselves a really big hug and just thanking ourselves for taking the time to take really good care of ourselves. You're welcome to take any more movements that will make your practice feel more complete. I don't know what I was doing at this part of practice, but you can copy me or tune into your own body. Take as much time as you need, and then eventually we will make our way into a Shavasana pose or any final resting pose. I welcome you to close your eyes if that feels safe for you, or bring your eyes at a soft gaze, extending your feet and hands out beside you. As we surrender into this resting pose, which will turn into our meditation for the day. In our Shavasana and meditation, it's the time that we allow our focus to be on our breath, on the sensations in our body, and we stay mindful to all of the thoughts that are bound to pop up as we lay in stillness. It is pretty much guaranteed that random thoughts might pop up as you lay here. They may be pleasant or stressful, but in this practice, we will just keep our attention on our inhales and exhales. Maybe telling yourself that you'll get to those thoughts later, but for here and now, your only thing you need to focus on is resting. I'll let you know when the meditation is complete. Begin making small movements with your fingers and toes, maybe deepening and lengthening your inhales and exhales, just reawakening your body and your mind to return to your day, hopefully with a little bit more peace and awareness as you float through the rest of your day. I really, really appreciate you taking the time to take good care of your physical body, your mental space, and specifically for choosing to do so with Sustained Life Journal Yoga. If you enjoyed today's class, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel That way you have a consistent stream of yoga classes on your feed. You can build a consistent yoga practice with us. If you'd like to learn more about sustainable living and yoga lifestyle tips, you can check out sustainlifejournal.com. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take really good care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.